युरी गागरीन हाचो जल्म 9 मार्च 1934 ह्या दिसा जालो. ताचे आवय बापूय शेतकार आशिल्ले. तो राष्ट्राच्या एक गांवांत रावतालो. शाळेंत आसतना ताका एस्ट्रोनॉमी आनी स्पेस हातूंत खूब इंट्रस्ट आशिल्लो. शिकून जाले उपरांत तो मिलिट्रीन गेलो आनी विमान चलोवपाचें शिक्षण करूंक लागलो. ताचे सोवियत स्पेस प्रोग्रामान ताका विचून काडलो. 12 एप्रिल 1961 ह्या दिसा गागरीन आपल्या रॉकेटान अर्ताचेर ऑर्बिट करून 108 मिनटांन तो परत आयलो. तो स्पेसान वचपी पयलो मनीस 27 मार्च 1968 ह्या दिसा प्लेन क्रॅशान तो मेलो.
पहिले तुम्ही शर्विनान स्टोरी सांगली आमकां युरी गागारिनाची. 27 मार्च 1968 जो मनीस स्पेसान गेलो तो अनफॉर्च्युनेटली प्लेन क्रॅशान काबार जालो. ओके. आनी रशियन कितें केलें, क्रेमलिन म्हणून जे व्हडलें मॉन्युमेंट आसा ताच्या वणटीन ताजे एशीस घालून ताका व्हडलें मॉन्युमेंट बांदलां. ओके. येदो व्हडलो मनीस युरी गागारीन कितलें धाडस पळयात ताका स्पेसान वचपाक, जेन्ना टॅक्नॉलॉजी नाशिल्ली मनशाक धाडपाक. तो पयलो मनीस आशिल्लो स्पेसान वचून परत येवपाक. ओके. सो युरी गागारिनाक डेडिकेट करून आमी एक फिल्म पळोवया.
This news spread around the world. In the Soviet Union, people flooded onto the streets. At that point, there was hardly anyone on the planet who didn't know the name of the first man to fly to the stars, Yuri Gagarin. Yuri Gagarin was born in 1934 in a Russian village in the Smolensk region. He graduated the Flying Academy and in 1959, in strict secrecy, was recruited into the space program.
Я обыкновенный русский человек, каких у нас в Союзе очень много, такой же, как десятки и сотни тысяч советских юношей и девушек.
Out of the first 20 cosmonauts, the choice fell on Yuri Gagarin and German Titov. Everything was taken into consideration, even their looks. Pavel Popovich was among those first 20 star troopers.
Yuri had an amazing smile. One couldn't help but laugh with him.
It was a smile that charmed the world from the front pages when on the 12th of April in 1961, Gagarin was the first man to reach space. Gagarin quickly became a household name. Everywhere he went, people lined the streets to cheer him.
We were afraid for him. At 27, he was world famous, at one table with the movers and shakers of this world. You know, as they say, power or fame is the toughest test for a man, and he passed it.
When he was in London, Gagarin was invited to lunch with Queen Elizabeth. There were about a dozen different pieces of silverware on the table. Gagarin admitted to the Queen he had no idea which one was for which dish. The Queen saved the day. I don't always remember all this boring etiquette either, she said.
We all love pranks. Gagarin was a natural-born prankster. I remember one time our friend got a new car. All of us were neighbours, and in the morning we all met for exercises. He was so happy with his new car, so Gagarin talked us into hiding it at night. Several of us simply carried it to a garage and locked it there. That cut some splash in the morning, but no one ever held hard feelings against him.
In a way, Gagarin became a hostage of the star race between the two superpowers. He was a symbol of Soviet might, and that symbol could not be put at risk.
For any pilot, it's a tragedy when he's banned from flying, even if it's due to health problems. And he was 100% healthy and desperate to fly, but they didn't let him, and he kept asking.
Gagarin was killed in an air crash on the 20th of July in 1969. It was his first flight in 8 years. It is still not clear what caused the catastrophe. A bit more than a year after his death, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin left one of Gagarin's medals on the moon as a tribute to the world's first man.
फायनली जी आमची स्पेस रेस आसा ताजो विजय कोणाक मेळ्ळो, कोण जिखलो स्पेस रेस हांगा पळयल्यार तुमकां कळटलें. कोण सांगात? अमेरिका. नील आर्मस्ट्रॉंग. जेन्ना अमेरिकेन नील आर्मस्ट्रॉंगाक धाडलो तेन्ना अमेरिका स्पेस रेस आनी स्पेस एजाचे विजयीतय जाले. तांणी विन केलें हें स्पेस रेस बाय सेंडिंग मॅन ऑन द मून. सो मॅन ऑन द मून नील आर्मस्ट्रॉंग हो गेलो खंयच्या बॅकग्रावंडाचेर? ते सायन्स आशिल्लें, एस्ट्रॉनॉमी आशिल्लें? ना, कितें आशिल्लें तें? पॉलिटिक्स. ओके, हिस्ट्रीचो हो भाग जाणे 2 कंट्रीसाच्या कॉम्पिटिशनान आमकां इतलें दिलें. स्पेसाची टॅक्नॉलॉजी दिली, आमकां रिसर्च दिलो, इतलें सगळें सायन्स आमकां ह्या 2 कंट्रीसांच्या रायवलरी खातीर आमकां मेळ्ळें.
Go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too.
All steps for man. One giant leap for mankind.
आज आमी मनीस आनी जिवंत जीव स्पेसात कशे गेले आनी कशी टेक्नॉलॉजी डेव्हलप जाली जातून आमी सेफली परत आमच्या पृथ्वीर येवंक शकले हे सगळें आमी पळयलें. कळ्ळें तुमकां? ओके, सगळें कळ्ळें जाल्यार कॅरनान एक म्हजें काम करपाचें. आयची स्पेस क्वीज आसा न्ही आमची, ती आज तूं घे.
आयचो एक ॲस्ट्रो क्विज आमी सुरू करूया. पयले प्रश्न. Which two countries were involved in the space race? ओय नेतन सांग.
अमेरिका आणि रशिया.
करेक्ट आन्सर न्ही. कितें करपाचें? प्रायज दिवपाचें आनी ताळी मारपाची.
दुसरे प्रश्न. Which living organisms were launched into space by V2 rocket on February 20th, 1947? ओय जॉनथन सांग.
लिव्हिंग ऑर्गॅनिझम आशिल्ले? कोण आशिल्लो? कुत्रो, वाघ, माजर कोण आशिल्ले? तू सांग. फ्लायस म्हणजे कोण आशिल्ले? मूस. ओके, करेक्ट आन्सर. एक ताळी जावन.
Who launched animals for the first time in flight? ओय मितिशा सांग.
मंगोल्फिया ब्रदर्स.
मंगोल्फियर ब्रदर्स. आणि कितें केलें? जीव पयले फावटी वयर धाडले एटमॉस्फियरान. खंय आशिल्ले ते मितिशा? फ्रान्स. करेक्ट आन्सर. ओके.
आता फुडलो प्रश्न विचार. In which spacecraft did Yuri Gagarin orbit the Earth?
म्हणजे जे रॉकेटान युरी गागारीन स्पेसात गेल्लो पळय न्ही, ते रॉकेटाचें नांव कितें आशिल्लें? कोण सांगतलो? वॉस्टॉक 1. नाव इज करेक्ट आन्सर. आनी प्राइज.
What was the name of the first monkey in space? ओय शर्विन सांग.
अल्बर्ट 2.
अल्बर्ट 2. करेक्ट आन्सर. ओके.
On August 19th, 1960, which animals did Sputnik 5 bring safely back to Earth? ओय मितिशा सांग.
बेल्का आणि स्ट्रेल्का.
करेक्ट आन्सर. बेल्का आणि स्ट्रेल्का. अंतरिक्ष अप अप एंड अवे ह्या आमच्या प्रोग्रामान कितें इम्प्रुवमेंट आमी करूंक शकतात, हातून तुमचो फीडबॅक कितें आसा ते सगळे म्हाका हे एड्रेसाचेर तुमी धाडूंक शकतात. आमी आतां अंतराळात वचपाचो वेळ जाल्लो आसा. आमचे रॉकेट आतां टेक ऑफ करतले, पूण तुमी फुडल्या आठवड्यात परत आमचो हो प्रोग्राम पळोवपाक विसरू नाकात. प्रोग्रामाचें नांव आसा अंतरिक्ष
अप अँड अवे.
पळयत रावात
प्रुडंट मीडिया.